Kia Motor Company entered the American market for 20 years with a strategy to lure entry-level buyers.
Kia still makes entry-level vehicles, but their latest car is anything but. They call it the Stinger. We go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and the Stinger GT, all $52,000 worth.
This is the 2018 Kia Stinger GT.
Love the name.
Yes.
Stinger.
Stinger. It is a name that delivers a heck of a promise. You know, you expect something from a car named Stinger, right?
And expectations are met. This GT Stinger lives up to its name. Its looks alone, outrageously low with a mean front end. It's officially a four-door sports hatch. Unofficially, it's a blast.
Quite a departure for the makers of the Kia Rio.
That's right, that five-door that we drove. Very simple, basic transportation. This is anything but. This has a 3.3-liter, 365 horsepower twin-turbo V6 engine. It's got an 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, 0 to 60 in about 4.7 seconds.
That's right, 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. Kia means business with this car.
They really wanted this to be an authentic performance car, so they tuned it on the Nürburgring in Germany and really took it there and did hundreds and hundreds of laps to get it just right.
Why do you think they've made this?
I think they've made this because Kia is tired of being known as a manufacturer of automotive appliances. This is a car that, as a teenage boy, you're going to look at and go, wow, I'd love a Stinger someday. Or, you know, as a middle-aged man like me, you look at it and go, well, I'm not going to go there, but it certainly is fun to drive.
Fun to drive, good looking, the hatch in the back makes it practical. All the boxes are checked, as they are in this test model all-wheel drive Stinger GT2, bringing the sticker to a shocking $52,300. A base rear-wheel drive Stinger with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo starts at $31,900. A base GT is $38,350. All in all, Harvey says, for what you get, it's a really good value, considering the competition.
It's in, again, a really tough category. We're looking at BMW 540i, Audi A5 Sportback, you know, the Lexus GS would be in this category.
And I think that is going to set some people back.
Yeah, you know, you look at it and you say, a Kia for $50,000. When you look at what you get versus what you pay for, from a performance standpoint, from a feature and equipment standpoint, and from a style and design standpoint, there's a lot here. You know, they're really looking at a younger, much less badge-conscious consumer, and somebody who's interested in the performance and maybe not as much of the image that goes along with the car, although they wouldn't have named it Stinger if they didn't care about the image. I would recommend this car. I think in its category, what you get and the just pleasure of driving this thing is really good.
It seems like you just want to smile when you're driving this thing.
I have been a lot.
The Stinger, and Harvey joins us now.
Hi, Harvey.
We didn't talk
Hello.
about the interior, but you're very impressed with that as well.
Yeah, that was the thing that surprised me most. I expected it to perform well, I expected it to handle well, but I opened the door and got in and looked at that leather interior, and it was like, wow, they have really stepped it up.
Well, when you think of Kia, this is not normally what you think of. They're kind of reinventing themselves.
Yeah,
a little
they
bit.
are, and they do have a luxury car called the Cadenza, which again pushes that upper boundary of what you would expect, but it's very well executed. So it'll be interesting to see how this new strategy plays out over the next few years.
And they are selling these.
Yeah, they sold over 850 last month, which was the first full month that went on sale, and that's more than Cadillac sold CTSs.
Oh,
so,
wow.
But you should know, it's very hard to get in and out of.
it's a little low,
It's
and
very
those
low.
seats are very well bolstered to hold you in there. So, you know, you're in there nice and snug.
I love the name, too. I'd love to do a whole story on car names. Stinger seems perfect.
Car naming is really a fun exercise. Actually, when I was in Detroit, I named a couple of cars for Chevrolet. So that was in a previous life.
And to read more about all this, go to Harvey's website, ridesanddrives.com. You're up to Detroit. We don't have time to talk about it now. We'll talk about it when you get back.
Great. I'll be at the auto show.
All right.
Thanks,
you.
Harvey. Great to
Okay.
see you.
Right back with a final check of your forecast.